everybody, welcome back. It's Rachel with Living the Journal Life, and today I'm super excited because we're planning for the week of Halloween, and I'm using all the things from the Sweet Bean Plan's Halloween countdown. I opened it a little bit early so that I could just use all the things. So it came with a kit, and I got the cousin size. When you chose the countdown, you could choose what size kit you get. So we're going to set up our weeks, and then I'm going to set up the 30th and the 31st, and it's gonna be fun. So I hope you stick around for the whole thing. So I got all these new washies, which, you know me, I'm on a washi challenge, so I haven't gotten a ton of new washies this year. So it was really fun to get so many new washies, and I wanted to use them in the spread. And the Sweet Bean Plans doesn't have bottom washi in the kits, so I thought this was gonna be perfect. And I wanted to use a different washi for each day, and then I'm going to put a few pieces of the washi throughout the day. So that's the only thing that's going to be consistent. Normally I color block, so this week was actually very challenging for me to plan because I'm not used to having to worry about sort of distribution of colors and stuff, because when you color block, it's just one color for one day, which I easily could have done with this kit. There's tons of stickers and it could have very easily been color blocked, but I wanted to give myself a little bit of a challenge, something fun. I've had a hard few months, but weeks in particular, and I really wanted just something fun and different and to sit down and just play around with stickers. So I do realize that the Monday washi is hanging off the page, and I will fix that eventually. So if you notice that and you're yelling at me, I understand, and I probably would be yelling at me too, but I promise I'll fix it. So last week I went to a specialist, and we did thousands of vials of blood to do all sorts of tests, and on Monday we're going to do a whole bunch of x-rays, like a whole bunch of x-rays. So I'm just putting down the few things that I have to do this week to kind of get the bones of the week. I don't have a ton. I actually canceled a lot of things this week so that I could just have a really chill week. I need to just bake some cookies and chill. So I realized that I had no idea what was going on this week, so I used the Killing It notepad to write down everything that I needed to remember, because ever since COVID, my brain has been completely mushy. It was bad before, but the brain fog is a bit severe now, but that's okay. We're getting it, and that's what my planner is for. So you're gonna see me doing that a lot. I'm gonna pick up and move around the stickers because I'm really not used to playing around and figuring and paying attention to color distribution. I find my normal color blocking so much easier, but this was really fun. So I wanted to make sure on Monday that I had a space for my x-ray, which is that top box. And then I also want to go by Trader Joe's. I like to do my grocery shopping on the day that I'm out. And then on Tuesday, it's trash day. And of course, it's Halloween. So we got to put down big box for Halloween. I canceled everything on this day on Halloween. I'm totally gonna bake and watch spooky movies and just decompress, because I have a feeling after getting every single one of my joints x-rayed, I'm gonna be tired and a bit cranky and just want a nice relaxing day. In fact, this whole week should just be really at home, sealing windows from the cold and reading books and watching spooky movies. I'm very, very much looking forward to this week. And I got our front steps cleaned off. Well, mostly my husband. I supervised, but we power washed the front steps, which should have been done in the summer, and it would have been so much easier, because if you live in the Pacific Northwest, you know that moss grows on everything. So we have kind of cobblestone steps, and the moss grows in between, and it's very hard to clean off by hand, which is how I've been doing it for the 5 years that we've lived here. But I bought a power washer, and I was going to do it over the summer, and then I didn't, and so it's already gotten cold, and we've started having frost, and I was like, we need to get rid of all of this moss before it gets icy, and because it's like just slippy on top of slippy. So we did that again. Mostly my husband, but I helped. It was much harder of a job. In the summer, the moss dries out and it just falls right off. It's no big deal at all. But we've already had tons of rain and tons of cold, so all of the moss and the mushrooms and everything is just having a grand old time, living their best life. But I also want to continue that this week, getting ready for winter. We've had a few days of cold weather, which the whole country is now getting a few days of cold weather. So I really want to make sure all of our windows are sealed up. We rent, so I can't change the windows, but a lot of our windows are very, very drafty. So I do the plastic covering, and I do the heavy duty plastic so that our cats don't get through it and it lasts the whole winter. And that does a really good job of sealing things up. And I'm one of those people that as soon as the sun goes down, I close up all the windows and it stays really cozy in the house. But it does take a little bit of preparation. And I don't mind doing that as long as it's not, oh my gosh, we need to do it now. I like doing it sort of slowly at my own leisure. And I really wasn't sure what I was going to do for the sidebar here, so I wanted to track two things, and luckily there were these two trackers. I wanted to track meals because I'm desperately trying to meal plan and actually cook dinners. It worked out okay-ish this week, so we're going to go for a little bit better than okay-ish next week. I mean, even just one more day of cooking is an improvement, so that's what we're going for. Improvement. But I want a place where I can write down the meal plan and then just, it doesn't really matter what day they're done on. I can just check off what days, what meals actually get made, and then I can know for the next week what's left over and what I didn't actually make. But I also wanted a place for the weather because I didn't leave a very specific place on the like daily columns for the weather like I usually do. So here's where I'm fixing that washi. I noticed it. It just took me a while. So I wanted one of those weekly trackers, and I'm going to track the weather in the sidebar. But it worked out. It's a little bit not what I was envisioning, but hey, this is a playing around week. We're just having fun. And so now that I have the very few things, trash day, changing the cats. Our cat has, they have a water thingy. Wow, COVID really sucked away my words. They have a continuously flowing water fountain, and it has an internal filter. So every week it gets completely scrubbed and taken apart and reassembled, but every other week there is a water filter. So I just like to keep track of what weeks are needing to be changed the water filter. I change the human water filter at the same time, and what weeks just need to be scrubbed, and that works out really well. So that's the only things that are on my to-do list, is getting those x-rays and then spending weeks hoping that it's not something horrible. And yeah, I really hate the diagnosis process. I'm sure people that have some disabilities or some chronic things, the diagnosing is just so anxiety ridden for me, because you spend so long and they do so many tests, and it's like, well, it's probably either this thing that could change your life forever, or maybe this more benign thing. We'll tell you in a month. It's very, very stressful, which is why I'm looking forward to this chill week. So we're going to get our x-rays on Monday. We're going to take out the trash and just enjoy Halloween on Tuesday. And then I don't have anything on my to-do list until Sunday, when the time change happens and I'm definitely going to be a zombie, which is why I put the zombie at the top and the zombie before coffee. There is a theme for Sunday. The time change just messes me up all the time, like it without fail. So I wanted to mark that. Why I suddenly feel like a zombie, and then the cat water. So that's the only things that are pre-planned this week. The rest we're just going to go with the flow. And now I'm going to fill in the washi. I wanted to have 3 little spots of washi, the top and then 2 throughout the day, just to bring those colors down and to add some more fun and decoration. And again, I'm trying to be like, what do I do? There's so many colors next to colors and washi next to washi. I was being a little more fiddly, but it's not an anxiety fiddly. It's more of a fun fiddly. I was trying to have fun with it. And I didn't have 7 different new washis. And one of these was not from the countdown. It was just a washi that was newish to me that I had bought from the shop. So I used the bat one twice just because I felt like it. I wanted that brighter color to happen twice. So this is how it turned out with all of my things in, and I'm hopefully going to try and get my memory keeper caught up. I put that on my habit tracker for this week, and I haven't done a single thing at all. So here's the kit I was planning on using, and I wanted to make sure to use it, so I'm going to use it for Monday and Tuesday, which is always a good thing to have a backup plan. I saved this Halloween Critters specifically for the week of Halloween, and I was like, I want to still use it, but I just got this new one from the Sweet Bean Plans, so this way we get to use both. You know that meme, why not both? So we're doing both. And yeah, so I'm not going to do too much on these days. Mainly it's going to be a really long time of getting almost every joint in my body x-rayed on Monday, and then doing Trader Joe's run, which will probably sap me of my energy, and I don't expect that I'm going to have a lot of oomph to get things done after that. So there can be a lot of room for decoration. This doesn't have to be, these 2 days don't have to be super functional. And then Tuesday is Halloween, so the only thing that I'm going to do that's like to-do listy is going to be gathering up the trash and changing the cat litter, because we do that on trash day, and I like to give the refrigerator a quick clean out because, you know, that's just best to do on trash day. We have started composting all of our food waste, so that's nice. Composting in the city, but it's still nice to get it all out and then not have the bin sitting around, although we're entering cold time, so it's not really that big of a deal if I do it or not. We'll see when Halloween comes around how motivated I am. And I was trying to work in some of these bigger Day on One Pages stickers from Sweet Kawaii Design just because they're fun and they take up room, but the only one I could really figure out where to put is the one I put underneath the X-ray kitty cat on the top of Monday. So mostly I'm just playing with the stickers, putting them down. I want these to be very decorative. I don't want there to be a lot of room for me to suddenly have long to-do lists. I'm going to force myself into the fun. Gotta remember $2 Tuesday, and then I'm going to Trader Joe's. Everything else will just be fly by the seat of my pants and see what I have the energy to get done. No stress, very easy. Can we get a theme for this week? I've had just so many stressful weeks in a row that I really just need to be like, whatever, a big dose of whatever. It's fine. It's all fine. We're just gonna go with the flow and be chill. So I'm looking for the other countdown days so that I can put them on. And I was going to put them in the boxes, but it sort of covers up the other art, and I didn't like the way that looked. So I just put them underneath the boxes, and that's about all the decoration that we're going to do. So if you've made it this far, thank you guys so much for watching. There's a bunch of new people here. Welcome. Again, I'm really still hoping to finish up the Hobonichi series by the end of October, so wish me luck. All right, I'll see you next time.